I can't do it. Oh dear.
We can't put that on.
Why? Why?
I missed the maddest question.
Hiya.
You're right.
Thought this would be good practice for your interview next week, your big interview for your YouTube channel.
What with Stuart?
Oh, spoiler.
Alert.
So, should I just get straight into it?
Yeah, just get straight into it because I don't know what's coming.
Yeah, so I've not told you what any of these questions are, but I've just been, my years being in a relationship or married to you, I've had some burning questions that I want to get off my chest.
Okay, snooker related.
Oh, to a fashion.
Right, okay.
During my time as a snooker fan, I found many matches go to a decider. Is it worth saving everyone a lot of time, money and stress and just playing best of ones? What do you think?
I think you would lose the ebb and flow of matches. I think people find that quite entertaining. Not all tournaments can be like the shootout.
We like the shootout in the
We do like the shootout, yeah.
What happens if you need a wee mid-frame?
You just gesture to the referee and just go. You can ask for a comfort break.
What, you can put your hand up like mid-frame?
Yes, you can. I mean, you won't put your hand up when you're at school, but you would, wait for your turn, yeah, and say, yeah, can I go to the toilet? And then they usually say yes. But they can say no, I think.
When would they say no? If you'd had too many comfort breaks?
This is true. Some people can do it too. You could argue that to do it to put the player off.
I was more worried because I've had 2 kids, so the thought of holding it for that long makes me feel anxious.
Right, again, I don't think you're going to get on tour anytime soon, so.
But if I did, I could request a comfort break.
Absolutely.
How do you know where to stand?
What, when they're playing?
Yeah.
I mean, you just stand behind them. So they
yeah,
can't
but you
see
can't stand too close, can you?
No, you won't like breathing down the neck. No.
So yeah, how do you know?
Well, where would you like someone to stand if you was playing?
What if the referee's there?
Well, it's quite a big area. You've got quite a bit of space.
Interesting. What if you got a really tickly cough mid-frame? I say this because when we go to bed at night, you clear your throat a lot. We call it the fictitious frog.
Right, okay.
Obviously, you're not doing that during snooker matches, are you?
No, I'm sure I have. But it's not fictitious, is it?
Well, it is, because there's no frog.
Would it be? It can't. If it was fictitious, it wouldn't be there.
If it's not there, you just make the noise. You just clear something that's not there.
I cough for giggles.
No, you go, and there's nothing there to clear.
What do I do?
There's nothing there to clear.
So I'm not allowed to cough now?
Not when we go to bed. She'll be very quiet.
Okay.
Are there any meals you would avoid the night before a snooker match out of respect for your opponent, such as something spicy? Or like really garlicky? Like laden with garlic?
I mean, not necessarily. I would probably not have something too heavy. So you like a curry? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, but...
Right.
Or like a really garlicky piece of garlic bread.
I mean, garlic bread is usually quite garlicky, to be fair.
What have you got go-to breakfast?
Not really, no.
Not eggs?
No, I like eggs.
Nutrient powerhouse.
I like eggs. Have you thought about these questions?
Yeah. This is just off the cuff stuff.
Well, it's
what
not.
about
You
banana?
I like a banana and a bit of porridge.
I feel like when you were at the Crucible, I used to be very much on you having a banana. Because I hate getting hungry. Like, in these really long matches, what happens if you get tummy rumbles?
I mean, they can be quite loud. It's quite, you can hear them sometimes.
Well, this is the thing. And you can't stop them.
I mean, it's one of them, isn't it?
You could be trying to put your opponent
You've thought
off.
about this.
Yeah, these are the burning questions that I think the snooker fans want to know. Right, moving on anyway.
I should have heard these questions.
On a personal level, that wouldn't be any fun.
No.
I find it quite hard to stay awake during snooker matches.
Okay.
Have you ever fallen asleep during a match?
Not when I'm playing in it?
Yeah.
No.
Any tips for those staying awake watching at home?
Well, I mean, if you're not interested, you could switch over.
Some people find it quite therapeutic.
They do.
Don't they?
Yeah, the click-clacking of the balls.
Probably because it sends them to sleep.
Correct.
What do you think about, when your opponent's on a really high break and you just sat there?
I mean, you could be ruining the miss that let them in for the 100, but usually anything could be the price of fish. Did I leave the iron on? Anything.
What should I get Amy for her birthday?
No, I would never think that. No. But we are obviously straighteners. We know that you leave them on, don't we?
No.
What you do, you switch them off and then put them on the carpet.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You're just full of rubbish.
Well, it's a true fact.
All right, this is my interview, not yours. Can you be quiet, please?
Okay.
I've got some suggestions for snooker moving forwards in general that you might want to put to Barry or Eddie Hearn or whomever.
Again, I haven't got them on speed dial. I can't just ring them.
Feel like your people could contact their people.
I'll try my best.
What about something similar to trash talking that the boxers do before a match? Feel like all that rivalry at the Crucible.
No, with Sullivan and Buffet.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm sure that would, but make games more appealing to people. But yeah, most players get on with each other and they play each other, they see each other all the time, so they don't want no beef.
It's only a bit of fun, isn't it?
Well, if it gets a bit, well, not always.
What?
I don't think boxers are. It's not always fun, is it?
I don't know.
Well, they're going to hit each
I'd
other.
be like Michael. You should think about plucking your eyebrows, and then your head.
Well, is that what you say to me?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Do you think I should put my eyebrows?
Bit unruly. Moving on. If you fancied a pina colada at half time, could you have one if your heart so desired?
Absolutely, you could, but in fact, no, maybe not, because you're not allowed to drink. But again, I don't think many of the venues that snooker play in will make a good pina colada.
What about Aftershock?
Aftershock, maybe. They probably sell Aftershocks. Guaranteed they sell Aftershocks. Yeah, the red one.
What? But thingy Majiggy, Alex Higgins, used to have a drink, didn't he, whilst he was playing?
He did, but that was back in the day. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Can you quote the relevant rule, please?
I have no idea.
Because you weren't sure.
It's any referees getting more,
I was going to ask if anyone had ever split their trousers open. Do you know who did this on national telly?
Is it Mark Allen?
Well, he may have done it in addition, but the name that I read was Bill Werbeneck.
Right, okay.
He did it on national telly. Apparently he had no pants on.
How have you found this out?
2 questions arising out of this. 1, do you wear pants when you play?
Yes.
2, would match play continue, or would they have to...
What if you split your trousers and...
Because surely you don't have alternative trousers, you just got to crack on.
You got to crack on.
no pun intended.
Like you did there. I mean, I'm sure you'd have to crack on, yeah. But yeah, if you've got no other trousers, then you are in trouble. Or you could probably sew them back together. Somebody in the office might do it.
Pat. She's a good egg, isn't she? Do you ever think it's a bit weird that you either play with balls, pushing them around the table on a stick, or coach people to play with balls, pushing them around the table with a stick for a living?
Do I find that strange?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit weird. Because you didn't know what snooker was when I met you, did you? Really?
No.
Do you find it weird?
Yeah. It can cause quite a lot of stress as well.
Not anymore.
Well, because you're such a good coach.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which...
Yes.
I see a lot of your reviews. You seem to be doing really well with this coaching stuff. Do you think you could get me on tour, on like the women's tour? Because you said I can't remember what the compliment. Did you say not a good stance? What's the other thing?
Cue action.
You said my cue action was okay.
I mean, the old channels, the stance doesn't matter.
And then there was that time in Thailand where I beat you at pool, so I feel like I showed a lot of potential. And I'd have the best coach. It's like the equivalent of Rocky Balboa's coach in my corner.
What, Mickey?
Mickey Balboa in my corner.
No, not Balboa, is it?
Yeah, is that what the coach is called?
No, Mickey, the coach is called
Mickey. Well, I would have Mickey Holt in my corner.
Mickey Holt. Yeah, you would.
Do you just
I feel like
cards on the table, Michael?
I feel like I'm very
about
good.
this a lot.
I'm very good, but I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. But again, never say never.
I mean, you are saying never.
I'm not. No, I feel like
I'm 41 to be fair, Michael.
you're not.
If you're gonna say no, it's not gonna happen.
No, I think.
It's my life's dream.
I think you would, but I think you. I don't know whether you've got the application.
Oh, charming. That's not condescending, is it?
No.
What is the circle of death?
It's when you keep changing your cue action, tweaking, to try and get better at snooker, and when that actually isn't the problem usually, but there's so much misinformation out there. It's driving people mad. The best way to put it is, if your house is on fire, you ring a firefighter, not somebody that's watched every episode of London's Burning.
And they've got massive pockets.
This is true.
Couple more questions.
Yes.
I'm really getting into the nitty gritty now.
This is it's getting more in depth, is it? It's getting more serious.
If you got a really, really pussy spot the night before a big televised match, would you pick it or would you leave it?
I would pick it.
Controversial.
Yeah, so you can't have a yellow head there, can you?
Would you resort to makeup?
No.
Liar.
I wouldn't.
Lastly, but by no means least, as this moment's been living rent-free in my head for a number of years.
Okay.
Do you think Neil Robertson's found his hair straighteners, or is he still searching for them?
He's probably found them, yes. Also, just forever. It's best for everyone, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, I feel like we can all breathe a collective sigh of relief.
This is true.
That he's been reunited with his hair straighteners.
Because it is very bad.
It distracts me.
I don't find it as disturbing as you do. You found it pretty.
It was
shocking.
quite shocking. And it distracts me from his brilliance on the snooker table because all I could look at was his hair.
Yeah. It is bad.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And you thought about that, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've genuinely...
I feel like this is the stuff that the people want to know, Michael.
What the pressing matters.
These are the sort of things that I couldn't find anywhere on the internet.
No, there's a reason why.
Yeah. Because they're brilliant.
That's the... Right, okay, is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for that.
My pleasure. Same time next week.